Hey, welcome to the Empowered and Free podcast. My name is Erin Kimbrell, and I'm a counselor, certified life coach, breathwork coach, and small town mom of two. I know firsthand what it feels like to live with high functioning anxiety. For most of my life, I had so much mental mess, anxiety, people pleasing, perfectionism, overthinking, constant worrying, and never feeling good enough. On my decade-long journey to feeling better, I've learned how to take back my life from high-functioning anxiety and helped others to do the same through my coaching and breathwork programs. Now I want to share everything I know with you. This podcast will help you feel empowered over your high-functioning anxiety and free to finally live the life of your dreams. Now, grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and dive into the episode. I'm Erin Kimbrell, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast. Hey, friend. Welcome back to the podcast and the 12 Days of Mental Wellness series. Today is day 6, and I have something fun, a little bit different to share that I've never shared here before. Today, we're going to talk about 6 of the best caffeine substitutes for less anxiety and more energy. If you've been here for a minute, you know that I have a love-hate relationship with caffeine. I've shared about this for years on my Instagram stories. I love the feeling that I get when I drink caffeine until I don't, until the crash happens and the anxiety floods my body and my heart rate is through the roof and I'm shaking and I'm on edge and I'm jumpy and then the stomach issues hit. Here's the lowdown. Caffeine can really heighten anxiety. So if you're somebody that struggles with anxiety, which I'm sure you are because you're here listening today, let's try to, just hear me out, cut back a little bit, or maybe try a more gentle alternative. I was definitely someone who could never imagine my life without coffee. And now I'm somebody who drinks coffee maybe a couple of times a week. I really prefer decaf, or I prefer what I'm about to share with you next. Okay. So I have some alternatives on here that have caffeine, some that don't. I will talk you through them. I will try to find some links and drop those links into so that you can it'll be easy. You'll just click your link and try it out. Okay. And I do want to say, if you try them, I want to hear your opinion. Let me know what you like and what you don't, because let's be real. Friends got to help each other out. Okay. Let's start with my 2 personal favorites right now. Okay. And I kind of swap between these because I just like a little variety. I struggle with doing the exact same thing every single day. I like change. I like something new. But what I have been doing most mornings is called Sunwink Cacao Clarity. Doesn't that sound so like hoity-toity? I don't Cacao. I'm going to drink my cacao and do my sound bath. That's what I think of when I hear cacao. And even my kids are like, isn't that just hot chocolate? Just call it hot chocolate. It's not hot chocolate. Although it does taste like hot chocolate, I like that it's more of a superfood, right? It's not loaded with a bunch of sugar and a bunch of junk. It actually has, let me pull up the label here, 0 added sugar. Cool. It has in the ingredients, cacao powder, maca powder, cinnamon extract, lion's mane mushroom extract. I probably should have started the episode by saying that I like to have mushrooms in my coffee. No, it does not affect the taste, in my opinion, because I'm going to put some creamer up in there. I'm never drinking something black or straight. No. Okay. So it has lion's mane and it has reishi mushrooms. And it is organic, which I like about it. Here's the other thing I like about it is you can get it at Target. That's actually where I got it first. Now I'll buy it on Amazon, but I kind of grabbed it in Target and thought, let me try, because like I said, I like a little variety. But I like that this has no caffeine. I also like that it's organic. I like that it has the mushrooms inside of it. And it says it tastes like chocolatey goodness. I would agree with that, but I still like to add my creamer to it. So that is my current personal favorite that I use mostly every day. And how I make this, what I think is important to know is that it is easy because I'm not about a 12-step process in the morning. So I just mix this with water, hot water that comes out of my Keurig. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, but you do you. All right, let's talk about number 2 on my list. This is called Cryo Brew. Now, Cryo Brew brews like actual coffee. Okay, so I use a French press when I use the Cryo Brew. I'll be really honest. I like the taste of the Cryo Brew, but I don't like the process because mornings are a struggle for me. I definitely don't have time to sit there and heat up the water in the kettle and then put it through the French press and then wait for it to like do its little thing, whatever that's called, and then get the coffee. I really struggle with the time for that, but I really like the taste of the cryo brew. So I still have it. Okay. The flavor I got was double chocolate. They have a ton of flavors. But I really like chocolate. So this is a flavor that I like. It says it is a light roast. And it is also cacao, 100% pure ground cacao. It says it has antioxidants, wonderful, boosts the immune system, and magnesium. Good to know. Didn't realize that when I was drinking it. Maybe I should read the labels a little, a little bit better. But I like that it doesn't have anything extra. It really does taste like a nice creamy hot chocolate. Again, of course, I'm going to put some creamer in here, but this is another one of my top favorites. It says for both of these, I probably should mention that you can drink these hot or iced, whatever you like. I like a hot drink in the morning, an iced drink a little bit later, sometimes another hot drink, but you do you. You get to choose how you drink your beverages. But that is number two, the Cryo Brew brewed cacao double chocolate light roast. That is a lot to say. And it says on here, I should note that this is 99.99% caffeine free. So you're still another good caffeine free alternative for you. All right, number three. So number one and two, those are kind of the two that I alternate between every single day. Number three was like a little surprise. We were in a really crunchy Amish store in the mountains. You could ask my family that I was like the happiest person on the planet because all of these brands that I've always wanted to try and all these products were all in one place. And for those of you who live in like a bigger city or close to a bigger city, you're probably like, no big deal. You can just run to wherever Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or whatever and get like all this stuff at your fingertips. It's not like that where I live. Okay. We're in the middle of nowhere and there's no store like this nearby. Yes, I could drive there. Honestly, I just order things online and have everything shipped because that's just easier for me. I could get really overwhelmed in the store looking at a bunch of stuff, but I was like a kid in a candy shop. And that's where I found number three. And I was so surprised. I just bought a little sample packet. I kind of wish that I would have bought more, but that's okay. I can just go on Amazon, but right now I have so many options. I probably need to chill. All right, let's get to it. Number three is called, I guess you say it It's OM, Superfood Mushroom Blend. This says hot chocolate. It does not say cacao, but this is another, again, mushroom drink with reishi, lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail. And what I liked is it really did taste like a hot chocolate. I don't even think, maybe I added a little bit of creamer or sweetness to this, but I don't think I had to, which was cool. I really like the taste of this one, and this is something I'll buy as soon as I'm out of the Sun Week and just see if I kind of like it better. But based on the sample I got, really, really liked that. So check it out if that sounds like something you're interested in. Of course, there's all of this as I'm looking at their page here. There's all of this about stress relief and immune health, and those are some really great benefits of these healthier alternatives to coffee. Straight coffee, not the best, okay? I'm not a hater. I promise I loved coffee for a long time, but there are better options that we can do, like I said, with no caffeine, aka lower anxiety, and also these added benefits of maybe it's mushrooms or other supplements that you can get kind of put all together in this one product. So there are several different options on here. Hot chocolate, coffee latte, morning energy, matcha latte. So a lot of these that I'm sharing my personal favorites, the one that I've tried, but you can try the different varieties and see if you like them too. So that is number three. All right, number four on our six drinks to try for less anxiety is one that I tried a while back, and it has been a while. So this is called Tea Chino, and don't judge, but it is a dandelion tea. They call it a dandelion herbal coffee. It really is like a tea. So as I'm looking here on their website, naturally caffeine free, which is great, acid free. The acid in coffee was a lot of, I think, my stomach problems that I was struggling with coffee. It gives you a natural energy boost, wonderful antioxidants, and heart healthy potassium, prebiotics. So again, all these wonderful benefits of these coffee alternatives. There are so many flavors. That's the cool thing about this Ticino. The one that I tried before was mocha, but it looks like they have a maple pecan or pecan, however you say it. Let me know. We had a great debate at Thanksgiving of how you say that word. So I want to hear. I switch it up. But maple pecan. Caramel nut. I can't even talk. Caramel nut, vanilla nut. There were so many different flavors. So this could be a cool one that you could try. This one is definitely different than the others that I've mentioned. The other three that I've mentioned were more of like a hot chocolate, right? This has more of that coffee texture, kind of brews like a coffee. So could be something you could try if that is what you're interested in. That is number 4 on the list, the Dandelion Tea by Ticino. Okay, next on the list for number 5, we have Javi Coffee. And I gotta give my mom a shout out because she's the one that showed me Javi or told me about Javi, actually let me try it, which was really cool. So Javi is a coffee concentrate. So if you're a girly on the go and or maybe you want to keep something in your purse that you could make either when you're at work or again when you're kind of traveling and doing your thing and you don't want to have to wait on stuff in the morning. The cool thing about Javi is that it comes in this little bottle of a concentrate, and you can choose your amount that you pour in, like a little teaspoon or tablespoon or whatever you want. They also have a ton of different flavors. Of course, they have a coffee, they have a caramel, a cookies and cream, birthday cake, salted caramel, iced vanilla cream drizzle, brownie batter, sugar cookie. Oh my goodness, these sound delicious. There's more flavors. But what I want to tell you is that this is coffee. It is a coffee concentrate. So this is kind of for my coffee lovers. And they have a decaf option. So if I was buying this for myself, and the one I tried for my mom was decaf. So again, no caffeine or very little caffeine. You have to be careful with decaf that it has, sometimes decaf can have up to 40 milligrams per serving. And if you know, a regular cup of coffee is like 70 to 80. So really 40, I mean, although that's half, if you're thinking you're getting zero, that might be something you want to check out. So decaf can be a good option for those that are like diehard coffee lovers, not going to let it go, but really still want that same coffee taste. I just thought it was cool with Javi that it was kind of like an on the go and travel option because it was that concentrate. It's just super convenient. You can make it hot or cold with whatever water you prefer. It just seemed like a really cool option for those of you who love the coffee. If you check out Javi and love it, let me know so I can tell my mom because she would think that was so cool that she shared something and other people loved it too. Okay, so that is number 5. And we are kind of getting into some of the caffeinated options with Javi being fully caffeinated to decaf. Let's talk about number 6. I kind of saved my favorite for last. If you follow me on social media, I have talked about Everyday Dose for probably a year and a half. Everyday Dose is my favorite option of all time. If you want a less caffeinated option, it is not completely caffeine free. And I shared this back in the summertime, but I started working with a hormone coach and she really encouraged me to go caffeine free, which was like, what? What? She was like, Erin, you're an anxiety coach. Why are you telling people to drink caffeine? I'm telling myself like less caffeine is better. So I really only have my everyday dose. Again, 1 or 2 times a week. I mentioned that I drink caffeine. I'm sorry, I drink coffee, and this is what I drink. Everyday dose is awesome. It is a mushroom coffee, but there are no jitters, no bloat or stomach problems that I've had with regular coffee. It has those awesome mushrooms I talked about that give you really great energy and brain boosting help throughout the day, like focus and clarity. So I love this. I like the taste. It kind of has a coffee texture. Texture is really important to me. And there's no grainy bitterness or like parts, grainy texture. I tried mud water in the past. If you've tried mud water, I feel like it has a grainy texture and it kind of sinks to the bottom, and I don't love that. Even the Sun Week that I mentioned, number 1 on my list, can also kind of have that sink to the bottom situation, but I just kind of stir it up and it's fine. It doesn't have that same grainy texture, but Everyday Dose, I love it. So if you are looking for something with a little bit of caffeine, it has about half the caffeine. I think it's like 35 milligrams a serving. and you're looking for a different alternative that is a little bit better for you, I encourage you to check out Everyday Dose. All right, friends, I have kept this episode way longer than I wanted to, but I hope this was helpful and you find something different to try that gives you less anxiety and more energy and those feel-good feelings that we need to get through our day. As always, share this episode with somebody who could use it and it could be helpful. And come back a little bit towards the end of the month. I'm going to be sharing something that you need to hear for 2025 and your mental health and wellness for the next year. All right, guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You don't know how much it means to me. If you'd like more behind the scenes content, inspiration, and daily reminders that encourage and uplift you, follow me on Instagram at HeyErinKimbrel and send me a DM to say hey. If any of the episodes have been super helpful for you, please consider leaving me a review on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you like to listen. It helps me so incredibly much, and it allows the podcast to be seen by other people who need it. If you want to learn more from me, head to erinkimbrel.com. That's where you'll find all my free resources, read the podcast show notes, and learn more information about my online coaching and breathwork programs that help you create the life you want. If you want to keep the conversation going from today's episode, join us in our exclusive podcast Facebook community, Empowered and Free Help for High Functioning Anxiety. I'm here for you, and I'm always cheering you on. I'll see you next time. I'm Erin Kimbrel, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast.